What up, everybody? I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
This is Bro Bros, and we're just like a bunch of other NHL players right now. We're ready to hit the golf course. Good ones that didn't make the playoffs, anyways.
Oh, okay. Yuck.
But we're gonna start things off today.
Who do you think the best NHL player, past or present, best golfer is? I know Lemieux was really good.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Sid, I think, is good.
I think it's most hockey players are good at golf in general.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because what else do you do in the off season? Nothing. But for the teams that are moving to the Stanley Cup playoffs,
Congratulations.
It's time
I just
to.
pressed a button. That's not going to mess it up.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
I hope not. We're gonna find out.
Oh boy.
But we love brackets here.
Sure do.
So we're gonna do our NHL bracket. You start things off, sir. Colorado versus LA.
All right. Easy. Colorado was a powerhouse all year. Had a little hiccups.
Mm-hmm.
I picked them to win the cup, but I'm not like super confident. But I got to stick with what I did. So
it's February prediction.
Yeah, Colorado. The Kings have so many overtime losses. They're not that good of a team.
Yeah.
I don't trust their goaltending. I don't want to say sweep, so I'm going to say Colorado in 5.
We're starting out on fire right now because what did I say? Colorado in 5.
I wanted to say 4.
I couldn't say sweep, but
Yeah.
they're the best team in the league right now for a reason.
Snoopy's wrapping a present.
Snoopy's wrapping a present right now. All right, moving on. Dallas versus Minnesota.
This is going to be a good series. I like both teams. I think Dallas has a little more firepower, but Ottinger, I don't always trust in the playoffs. Gustafsson from Minnesota looked really good all year. I'm going to say Dallas, but I'm going to say this goes 7.
All right, we're different. I don't like Dallas this year. I know they were up there. They won a lot. They stockpiled a lot of points. They were in the best division in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Just something about them. It doesn't feel the same as
remember
it does.
2 teams, Dallas, Carolina. And
Yeah.
how far do I have them going? Probably to the cup.
But no. I just don't like them. I don't like them this year. I have a feeling. Minnesota in 6.
Ooh, 6, okay.
Minnesota in 6.
All right.
Vegas, Utah.
All right. Man, Vegas is good in the playoffs. They won a division again, but they haven't looked good doing
They
it.
didn't. And do you trust Torts in the playoffs?
Exactly. Well, see, every time so Penguins coaches, we get a coach, they win the cup. Torts, he gets hired, he turns the team around, and then he just implodes. Mm-hmm. So he got Vegas into the playoffs to win the division. Is he going to implode? Maybe. This is tough. I like Utah. I think they're pretty good. Young.
They are.
Yeah, and I'm not going to pick them, but I'm going to say this goes 7 as well. Vegas in 7. I'll say 7 overtime, too. Vegas will just find a way because they've been there. So,
Yeah, that's true, but, when Vegas was young and in the playoffs, no one thought they would make the cup, and they did.
Mm.
So I don't really put youth into a factor in making my decision anymore. But, like I said, I don't trust Torres in the playoffs. Vegas is just like Dallas. It just seems like you'd be picking them just because of reputation. So I agree it goes 7, but I'm saying Utah in 7.
Okay.
Edmonton, Anaheim. The Draisaitl-less Oilers.
Although I heard he might come back. I thought he was out for the year, and now they're like he's trying to come back for the first round. I don't know. I wouldn't rush him because first of all, he's German, not Russian.
Yeah, that was a bad.
Yeah. Edmonton's been there, but they're choke artists. They don't got Stuart Skinner anymore. Was he one of the focal points that got him to the cup?
Still Jari, right? Or is Jari on the... I can't remember.
Well, they've been playing a lot of... I can't think of the backup. So they're kind of 1A, 1B. But I don't trust either one. But one thing they can do is score. A lot. Without Draisaitl, McDavid had 4 assists last game. So Anaheim's young. They're going to be good for a long time. I think it's going to be super high scoring. No shutouts in this playoff series. Probably Oh, we should do over under. Let's see. I'm gonna say it goes 6. So that's like we'll say 8 goals a game. Over under 45 goals. I'll still stay over. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a lot of 5-4, 4-3, 6-5 games. Edmonton in 6.
I mean, it's the first time in how long that the Oilers aren't seeing LA in the first round of the playoffs. Like that was, you could almost write that in pen in October that was gonna be the first round matchup. I don't know. I think McDavid's already looking for his way out. I don't know if I don't know.
Well, if they go out in the first round, he's going to be mad. And I would be too. I'd be like, get me out of this. Edmonton's not a good run franchise, in my opinion.
No. I have another upset here. Anaheim in 7.
Okay.
I think it goes 7.
And I mean, I'm kind of rooting for that, but I just think Edmonton, again, I go by if you've been there. Yeah. Anaheim's young, and anything can happen with a young team, but they can also make mistakes. So that's where I'm kind of thinking they're going to do.
All right. Buffalo back in the playoffs with the top seed. Who had that in October? If you say you did, you're lying. Buffalo versus Boston.
Okay. Boston, I think, limped their way into the playoffs. Buffalo had a huge winning streak. Lindy Russ, a great coach. Mm-hmm. I'm doing a lot of, been there, done that type thing today. I have Boston upsetting Buffalo in 7.
I agree that's going to go 7. But I think it's going to be one of those where, Buffalo jumps out to, a 3-1 series lead.
I hate Boston. They just know how to, suck the life out of you.
Yeah.
They did it to the Penguins all the time. Every time the Penguins play Boston, we look terrible. And it's and we're better than Boston. Yeah. So I think that's what's going to happen to Buffalo.
I think Buffalo will go up 3-1. Like I said, I think Boston tied up at 3. Buffalo will have a hard time closing it out. Mm-hmm. But I feel like going 7 games, the better team will come out on top, and that's how I'm going with Buffalo.
All right. So at least we're different on a lot of these.
Yeah.
Makes it
fun. That's like a change-up for what our brackets usually are.
Yeah.
All right. Tampa Bay versus Montreal. Now, if we go back and watch our championship picks from February, we both had Tampa Bay in the finals.
I know. And
the conference finals.
I know, but Montreal's been my team. The power rankings, if you guys watch that, they keep climbing the power rankings. I want to pick Montreal, but I can't because I have Tampa Bay in the championship, in the Stanley Cup. So I'm going to pick Tampa Bay, but I'm going to say they just fight their way. I'll just go 7 again because they're going to fight their way to it. I'll say Vasilevsky's been kind of rough lately. I'll say he pulls it out. Kucherov shows up. But Montreal looks so good. I think if Montreal played Buffalo or Boston, I would have them beat both of those teams. I would have maybe Montreal beat almost anybody except Tampa Bay. So
guess what?
That sucks, but...
That's what?
Huh.
I mean, Tampa Bay, been there, done that. Vasilevsky, Cooper...
You can't change it. You have Tampa Bay in the finals.
Gensel.
Are we playing? You can't change your winner, but you can change your.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We are.
Then I should pick Montreal. Can I go back?
No.
Fine. Tampa Bay in 7.
And then you had Colorado winning.
Yeah. All right. Tampa Bay in 7.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to. And okay, I was like, Tampa Bay, who's been there, done that. You know they're gonna. But Montreal just. They're look good.
Yeah.
They look good. Mm-hmm. I agree. It's gonna go. First round. I agree it's going to go 7. But I think Montreal comes out on top.
I did not know that rule. So I want to pick Montreal now.
No.
Okay. So, makes up rules as he goes along.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I want to stay with my months ago and stick with my Stanley Cup prediction.
Now moving on to the next game. All right. Next series we're moving on to here. Carolina, Ottawa. What you got?
All right. Again, Ottawa struggled a little bit. They made it to the playoffs. They're young. They looked okay doing it. They're no Montreal. Like I said, I think they're Montreal Junior. I always pick Carolina and Dallas to go far in the playoffs. But at least they usually win the first round. So that's why I'm going Carolina in 6.
I agree with you on it. Unlike Montreal, who looked really good the past 2 months of this season, Ottawa it's been a roller coaster. It's been the jackrabbit for all you Kennywood fans out there. Up, down, probably a double dip every now and then. I think it goes 7. I like 7-game series in this first round of the playoffs for the NHL this year. But I'm going Carolina in 7.
Carolina's so good in regular season. And, like, I looked at their past few years.
They're jackrabbit in the playoffs.
Right.
Up, down.
I'm thinking Kennywood now. Their point total wasn't even as good as it was like 3 years ago. Like, they've been better than this, and they look freaking really good.
Yeah.
But we'll see how far they go.
All right.
Last one.
The last best for last for us Pittsburgh fans.
Never heard of either one of these cities.
Yeah, I don't know. Do others have them going
Pittsburgh
far?
Polar Bears and the Philadelphia Jackrabbits.
The Pittsburgh Plunge versus the Philadelphia Jackrabbits. There you go. You know what? There's another bracket after the greatest band and artist bracket. We're doing best Kennywood ride of all time bracket for everyone.
What's in Philadelphia? What amusement park? Hershey, I guess.
Hershey's closest.
Yeah. Or what's the one in? I can't think of the one. It's in like Florida. It's in Virginia.
Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens. That's close to Virginia. So Hershey.
But shameless plug here because you have till May 5th. Go watch the greatest band artist video for our quarterfinal round. Get your votes in. You have till May 5th to vote. Let us know you want to move on to the semis. But reality here. Reality here.
Reality.
Penguins Flyers. Battle of Pennsylvania. First round of playoffs. Remind anyone of like 2009?
No, because
I would say
Philadelphia's not that good.
No, that's true.
Like they had Daniel Briere, Claude Giroux, Jakub Voracek, all those.
They faced Philadelphia in the first round of 2008 too, didn't they? In 2008, 2009, they started the playoffs against Philly, and in 16-17 it was Columbus.
Right.
Yeah.
But they also, that series, not 10, what would it have been when we got smoked by Philly? I tried to knock
11
out
or 12?
Yeah, 12, I think, 12. And then,
Bylsma,
our last series win.
Laviolette on the bench screaming at Bylsma.
Wasn't our last playoff win, I think, against Philly, too, in 8 or 18?
What had it been?
I forget now. I don't know. Everything's going together. I believe so. I don't know. Because we won another series after the Cup.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay,
yeah, we lost
what you got
against
this year?
Sounders.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, got to go with Pitt, and I got to explain why. They're deep. They roll 4 lines. Their fourth line, like I said, has like a combined 38 goals. It's crazy. Goaltending and defense scares me a little bit, especially defense, because I think Skinner just doesn't seem like he gives up those goals that Jari did, like those easy goals. He gives up goals, but he's like flailing. There's rebounds. We're still not knocking people out of the way.
Yeah,
I hate that. Just so I wanted a bruiser. Like I want someone Waterspoon, just rip somebody, take a penalty, but don't go off the goal. Yeah. Another reason, power play, penalty kill. Flyers are terrible in power play. We're great, penalty kill, and we're decent power play. So give me the Pens, and I can't say 4. I really want to say 5, but I just think, I know we're not going to lose because Crosby's not going to let that happen. I'll say 6. I want to say 5, but I'll say Pitt and 6.
All right, so the first series we picked was we agreed on. Penguins Flyers.
You're picking the Flyers in 4.
I'm picking the Penguins. I'll explain why in our Penguins video. Shameless plug, so go find that out when we put it out there. Reasons why. Couldn't say sweep because you just don't predict a sweep. Wanted to say 5 in the worst way, but I don't know. It's I don't know. It's weird. I had to say Penguins in 6. Hoping Penguins in 5.
Yeah.
But Penguins
probably
in 6.
Win the first 2 at home.
Yeah.
And Philly gets 1 at their barn.
Yep.
So it'll be, and we win 1.
But
so it'll be 3-1. Then they'll get 1 more, 3-2, which would be.
But I feel like it has to be game 3. I feel like we'll get into it more in a bit.
If we go up 3-0 and they come back with 2 wins, that's not going to look good for the Penguins. So I hope we're not 3-0 and have a chance to.
I'll get into why, but I'll get into why I think if the Penguins do win the first 3 games, why I think something else may happen. But all right, moving on to the second round. So I have Colorado, Minnesota.
I have Colorado, Dallas.
All right, Colorado, Minnesota. I love Minnesota. They're just a team they seem like they're just there, but they find ways to win. But Colorado's just too good. I will say Colorado in 6.
Okay, same thing. Colorado, Dallas. Colorado in 6. Too much firepower. Dallas, like I said, they're a good team, but you have to play Minnesota, then Colorado, just to get the conference finals. That's going to be too much for them. So, yeah, Colorado in 6.
All right, my Nets Western Conference second round series. I have Utah versus Anaheim.
That's actually pretty cool.
I would love watching that series.
I would love to see it. One of them's going to make it to the finals, conference finals.
I'm going with the youth. I'm going with the youth in this one. Utah in 6.
Okay. Well, Anaheim's useful, too.
They are. I think Utah's a little bit younger.
I would have picked Utah over Anaheim, too. But I have Vegas and Edmonton. I'm boring. I know. I just can't. Edmonton's made a cup the last 2 years. Vegas, again, been there, done that. Mm-hmm. They play each other. I forget what year. I know Vegas beat them. I guess that would have been like 3 years ago. I think Edmonton beat them 2 years or last year. Oh, I'm burping.
It's all that tequila.
There we go. My burp says Vegas. Sorry, Edmonton. I'm gonna say 6. I think the goaltending is just gonna. I think it's gonna be an ugly series. Actually, I think Vegas is just gonna make it look ugly. But Edmonton, Vegas will lose a game like 7-6 because Edmonton has so much firepower.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vegas in 6.
All right. So the first Eastern Conference second round series for me is Buffalo against Montreal. Now, if Buffalo gets by I think Buffalo will be flying high, especially since I said they'll win in 7. They'll be feeling really good. They'll win their first playoff series in decades. Montreal, really good. Really have been playing really well lately. I have Montreal in 7.
Now, since Matt cheated and said I can't pick Montreal because I had Tampa in the conference finals.
Nope.
I did pick Tampa. So, because if Montreal is playing Buffalo or Boston, I have Montreal going to the conference finals, which I can see happening. But I don't. I have Tampa against Boston, Tampa Bay, in 5. I think they hit a stride because they're kind of streaky. If Vasilevsky's playing well, so tough series against Montreal, I think I said would go 7. He'll be feeling it. They're a lot better than Boston. They're going to take it in 5.
All right. And our second Eastern Conference second round series is a series that I think we've been both rooting for because we agreed on this one, right? Yeah. They play each other a lot post-Olympics. Mm-hmm. They've been great games post-Olympics.
Except one. I think one
was
we lost like 4-1.
Yeah.
But, we haven't won a game, but we look great. There's a comeback.
Yeah. 2
of them, and then shootouts. So we lost 3 times, I think. One was 4-1. The other 2 were shootouts. There's no shootouts in the playoffs. Yeah. Thank God.
It's 5-on-5 OT hockey.
So who played better in those 3 games?
Carolina versus Pittsburgh. I'm sticking with my February Stanley Cup prediction. I do think they're too close to call. I'm saying Penguins in 7.
Yep, I agree because I think I had Tampa and Penguins in the conference. I know you did, but not going there. You're allowed to change your way. Anywho,
I did. I had Penguins in the conference.
Yeah, but not Tampa. Okay, yeah, Penguins in 7.
I didn't predict I just said I think that's what it's. I didn't actually predict it. I just predicted champion.
Penguins in 7. I think they'll play better than Carolina, and Carolina's tough, but I think I don't want to say they're I can't think of the word. They're easy to kind of. We know their game.
Yeah.
I think they play a speed game, a smart game. They're good defensively. They win faceoffs. Faceoffs, I think, will be a key. But I think we have more scoring power. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say, Penguins in 7.
All right. Western Conference Final. I have Colorado versus Utah. As much as I want to be crazy and pick Utah, We discovered that the President's Trophy jinx, I think, is no longer a thing. A couple of the past few years. Colorado, just they're that good. Their goalies are a little questionable, so they do lose a series along the way. It's again because of their goaltending.
Yeah.
Because I think they've had some going back and forth between Blackwood and whoever their second goalie is.
Yeah. First goalie.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They've been going back and forth lately, and there's a little goaltender controversy, I think, out in Colorado. But if everything's going right for them, they should easily make the Stanley Cup final. Colorado in 6.
Yep. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat. Kermit.
Hi, Kermit.
All right, Colorado and Vegas. Colorado in 6. At least we agree with the amount of games.
All right, and
Firepower.
Our Eastern Conference final, I think will be another great series. Montreal versus Pittsburgh for me.
That's cool, yeah.
And you have Tampa versus Pittsburgh. I'm sticking with it. I feel like if the Penguins get this far, it's because they figured out their defense and they're helping Stuart Skinner out along the way. I don't think it goes 7. I'll say Pittsburgh in 6.
Okay. I'm looking at
Pittsburgh gets a revenge from the weird 2020 playoffs where Montreal smoked them.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at the Eastern Conference round, and I was like, Penguins have beat all these teams. You know, we beat the Flyers, we've beaten Ottawa. We also had trouble with some of these teams. You know, I think we can handle Buffalo, Boston. We've had trouble with, but yeah, Pitt and Tampa kind of gone back and forth. Again, I think Vasilevsky is gonna be just on a roll, and I hate to say it, but I think Pitt's gonna not be able to score, and it will be some close games. But I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna say they fight their butt off. I'm gonna say 7, Tampa Bay in 7.
All right, that'd be a great.
And everyone will be happy. We made the conference finals. We were 1 game away from the cup. Just keep building with Kendall and the young players. Crosby's going to have another shot. We'll be back in the playoffs next year. Maybe one more cup for Crosby.
Yeah. All right, Stanley Cup final. I have Colorado versus Pittsburgh. Now, Pittsburgh blew them out in Colorado, and then they get kind of a little bit of revenge here in Pittsburgh. I would love this series too. Penguins, Colorado. I think I predicted it like a lot since 2009. I feel like Penguins, Colorado will be a fun series.
Right. Colorado's up there. A couple years they sucked, but
yeah.
And remember, you can't go away from your Stanley Cup.
I said not. I told you I stuck with them.
Okay.
I'm saying Penguins in 7.
A nice overtime game.
That'd be fun. I hope not. As a fan, I would hope they win it in
Double,
regulation.
triple overtime. Who gets the goal?
I don't know. See, if it happens, that'll be a fun game we'll play.
Okay, just off the top of your head, if it ever came to that, I'll go to. I'm going to say...
hold on.
I'm going to say Elmer, man. Elmer Soderblom with the triple overtime winner for Stanley Cup.
We'll discuss this in our Penguins video.
Well, I already did.
I know. Well, you might change your mind.
I have a big mouth. I have a big mouth, and he...
You change your mind a lot, so you might change your mind for that one.
I'll
save mine for the
change
Penguins
your
video.
underwear. I don't know how often
That was weird. All right, what's your Stanley Cup final prediction?
Tampa, Colorado. I have Colorado winning. So I have Tampa Bay playing 7 games, and then 5, and then 7. Colorado, I think, is playing a couple less games. Not that they're going to have an easier time, but I think Tampa is going to get beat up. Montreal, Boston, and Pitt are going to be tough series. So Colorado, I'm going to say in 6. I just think McKinnon is on. He should be the MVP, even though he didn't lead in points. It's going to be McDavid. Should be McKinnon. McCarr, other than Werenski, might win the Norris. The goaltending, it's still bothering me, the other guy's name. It's such a common name. They both play for the Devils. And the other guy, I'm looking it up. The other guy,
surprised it took you that long.
He was like the 3rd string goal. He was in the minors, and now he has like the best goals against average. But
I know Blackwood, and I can't think.
It's gonna, I'm gonna as soon as I see it, Wedgwood. I knew it was another wood. You got to cut that on. Anyways, Colorado in 6. And then, McKinnon all the way. I mean, too much firepower.
Yep. So I have Penguins winning. He has Colorado winning. What does your NHL bracket look like?
You want to do Conn Smythe, or you want to wait?
We can wait.
Okay.
Let's wait. But yeah, what does your NHL bracket look like? Who do you have going? Any surprises in there? I have Utah going to the Western Conference Final. That's a little bit of a surprise.
Like I said, Utah, Anaheim, Montreal, and Penguins, like all those teams going past the first round would be really cool because you don't see them; they're all young.
You said that I have all three of them in the finals.
Right. It's time to maybe like Florida didn't make it this year. Maybe their time's up. Edmonton might lose.
They're talking about selling off their team.
Well, yeah, I think we
rumors.
talked about that the other day because, they have a lot of contracts tied up. So, yeah, maybe it's time for some of these other teams to make it. So that'd be cool.
All right. Let's say you. Let us know in the comments what your Stanley Cup final predictions are. I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
This is Bro Bros. Let's go, Pens. Flip the script.